All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Giving double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the Agim, the brethren out there on the highways and byways, pushing this truth in 100% sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. And peace and salutations to the few and sincere sisters who believe in this gospel. So, want to go into a video lesson today entitled Wicked People Will Be Extinct, including you wicked women, right? And it's just coming from an Instagram video I seen. It is Jake woman, talking about men, and men don't want to listen to women, and the men are leading us into extinction and all of this stuff. Well, the truth of the matter is that, because, well, one, women have never, truly led the world, right? Except for in times like this where, women are given a lot of power and a lot of decisions are made by women when it comes to, the households and, things like that. As far as, when we talking about Jake, a lot of Jake households are led by women, right? And, we see the results of that. We see a lot of degeneracy. We see a lot of disorder, and we see a lot of destruction happen in our own communities, right? And it's just getting worse and worse and worse. But that is a effect of letting women lead. You know what I'm saying? Letting women lead the households, right? And letting women, make decisions when it comes to the families that, women traditionally didn't make, right? But also the truth of the matter is the man that is leading the earth into destruction is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, which is the man that you follow, right? These Israelite women, these Jake women, especially the so-called black women, the man that you follow, who you hold in high reverence, who you worship, that man is leading the world into destruction, not the Israelite man, right? When the Lord puts us back in our rightful place and puts the Israelite man back on top and in order, the world is going to be in harmony. The world is going to be at peace, right? And so are you. And you're going to be back in order. But as of right now, with the way that things are, Esau Edom has given you power over the man and that's put the world, especially Jake communities and Jake households, in disorder, right? But look, let's go ahead and watch the video.
I think I come to the realization that these men really going to cause the whole world to go extinct. They don't want to listen to nothing that women have to say. And women are literally like, okay, we're not going to date y'all. We're going to pick better. Y'all told us to pick better. We're going to do that. Okay, which means we're not picking none of y'all. Do they know what happens when we don't have kids? They are leading us into extinction right now, which might be good. I mean, it seems like the best option right now. With the way the world is going right now, this might actually be a good idea. Maybe we should let the men take the lead on this one. I think I come to the realization that these men really going to cause the whole world to go extinct. They don't want to listen to nothing that women have to say. And women are literally like, okay, we're not going to date y'all. We're going to pick better. Y'all told us to pick better. We're going to do that. Okay, which means we're not picking none of y'all. Do they know what happens when we don't have kids? They are leading us into extinction right now, which might be good. I mean, it seems like the best option right now. With the way the world is going right now, this might actually be a good idea. Maybe we should let the men take the lead on this one.
And the truth of the matter is, right, she said that, men don't want to listen to women and, we're leading the world into extinction. Well, why would we listen to women, right? Listen to women and doing what women want has gotten the so-called J community, back into into a degenerate state, right? And she talking about the Jake man. When she says men, she didn't say, black man or anything specifically, but we know who she's really talking about. She's really talking about Jake men, right? Right? But the truth of the matter is that really you women brought death into the world, right? Being out of order and, making that covenant or making that agreement with the serpent, right? And the serpent is, in Genesis, the serpent was a man. It wasn't actually a real snake or nothing like that, but it was a real man. And, the serpent came to Eve with these philosophies and ideologies that we see in the earth today. You know what I'm saying? You can be free. You don't have to listen to the man. You don't need to be under the man. You don't need the man. The man is just here to serve you and to do your bidding, when in the actuality the Most High put the woman here to serve the man. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get this in the book of Sirach, chapter 26. Or was it 25? It was 25. Right? Sirach chapter 25 and verse 24, it says, "Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad," right? See, listening to woman, Adam listening to his woman, right, brought sin into the world. That's what happens when you listen to the women, right? Because women are naturally, and a lot of women are not going to like this, but it is true. Women, when left to their own devices, are naturally wicked beings. If we're being honest, let's be, you know what I'm saying? We got to be real. Women left to their own devices are naturally wicked beings, right? This is why the Most High ordered women to be under men. This is why in the scriptures it says that, wives, submit to your husbands, right? Because we see what happens out here in society. Women are going to, if given the liberty to do so, women are going to feed into their deepest, darkest desires, right? They're going to feed into their deepest, darkest desires, right? And do things and live and live a way of life, and also promote a way of life that is not going to be conducive to a successful society, right? For example, the main people who were promoting this whole, what do you call it? This LGBT thing, with the moles and all of that stuff. Women were the main people advocating for that, right? But then you see down in Houston, you got that Eve who made that video talking about these men are nasty. These men are, sleeping with men and then coming home and sleeping with women and all of this stuff. Well, you women were the biggest advocators for men to be, to live that lifestyle. But then you get mad when you find a man who goes both ways. He sleeps with a man and then he sleeps with you too. You know what I'm saying? Right? You get on TV or you get on social media and you talk about, you know what I'm saying, having gay best friends and all of this stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Even women say gay men, these so-called black women say gay black men protect black women more than straight black men, and all of this other shit, man, that these women are out here promoting. And it's like you're putting reverence of unnatural, a man in a weak, unnatural state over a man in a strong masculine state. You putting reverence over that, right? So, and this is another reason why so-called black man is not even is opting out of dealing with the so-called black woman because of her mentality, right? And the things that she promotes. And a lot of women dealing with her, a lot of men dealing with her, she tries to force them to accept her ideologies or coerce them into accepting her ideologies or manipulate them into accepting these things, right? When, the men are just looking at it like, man, we're not going for this. We're going to go to the Northern Kingdom tribes and deal with those women, or, even deal with women of the other nations, right? But that's just the state that we're in right now, right? And as she said that, the wicked, as her saying that, people are going to be extinct. Well, wicked people are going to be extinct, right? Let's get this here in Proverbs 11. The Lord is going to root out the wicked, right? Proverbs 11 and verse 21, it says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered, right? So, I'm going to go down to verse 23. It says, verse 23, the desire of the righteous is only good, but the expectation of the wicked is wrath, right? So when it comes to the wicked, right, the Lord is going to punish and exterminate the wicked out of the earth. You know what I'm saying? And, this is talking about, Jake joining hand with Esau Edom, which is what a lot of you so-called black women have done. You've joined hands with Esau Edom, right? You've taken on his philosophies, right? You take on that my body, my choice thing, right? You take on that, I can live any kind of way that I want to, right? You take on that you can't judge me because of because of what I do and all this other stuff that really just promoting disorder. I don't need a man. A man can't do nothing for me. I can do bad all by myself. Just promoting disorder, right? A father is not needed to raise a family. Women, the so-called black women, they say things like this, right? They say things like this and they believe these things, right? But then we see how later in their lives, how much it's not worked out for them, right? They're more lonely than ever. They're more miserable than ever, right? They're on more medications than ever for, mental illnesses and things like that, right? But that's because you're just living outside of your natural order. You're living outside of your nature. Right, let's go to the Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3. And I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, but the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahweh, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. And they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality, right? For example, right, Yahweh Shah was Yahweh Shah was basically punished in the sight of men, right? Being beaten, put on the cross, hung on the cross and, basically left to die. He was punished in the sight of men, right? But what does it say? It says, yet is their hope full of immortality, right? Now Yahweh Shah is on the right hand of the Heavenly Father, right? And, as us as hopeful elect men, we have to go through that same that same chastising, right? We have to go through our trials and tribulations, right? Some of the elect are going to be beheaded for, the ministry, for the gospel, right? But our hope, right? Our hope is to be delivered. Our hope is to be, you know, uh, especially for those who are beheaded and die for the ministry, is to rise again, right? And that's what the scriptures say. Those who gave their life for the Heavenly Father and His ministry, right, will rise again with Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? Those are the elect men who are here on earth, right? Our hope is to be delivered by Yahweh Shai, right? And to receive that crown, receive that crown of righteousness, right? And to receive the kingdom, Verse 5, it says, "And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for Himself," right? "As gold in the furnace hath He tried them and received them as a burnt offering," right? So we're going to be tried. The righteous men are going to be tried, right? Righteous men are going to be tried in the furnace, are going to be tried with tribulation, right? With adversity. We're going to be tried with these things, right? And to prove us to the Heavenly Father, right? And verse 7, it says, "And in the time of visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and the Lord shall reign forever. They that put their trust in Him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with Him. For grace and mercy is to His saints, and He hath care for His elect," right? This is, "But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord," right? And this is talking about the ungodly of our own people, right? "For whoso despiseth wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain, their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable. Their wives are foolish, and their children wicked. Their offspring is cursed, wherefore blessed is the barren that is undefiled, which have not known the sinful bed. She shall have fruit in the visitation of souls," right? So, right, the ungodly, especially mainly the ungodly of our people, right? You 2/3 Israelites, which goes for a lot of you women, right? But men included. The ungodly are going to be wiped out, right? The 2/3 are going to be wiped out, and will have to be reborn in the kingdom. So there is going to be, it said in
Men take the lead on this one.
what it says
I think
right
I
here
come to
in
the realization that these men really going to
in the
cause the whole
caption, it
world to go
says,
extinct.
"Earth
They
needs
don't
a
want to
hard
listen to
reset
nothing
anyway." Well, the earth is going to get a hard reset, right? The earth is going to get a hard reset, right? And it's called fire. It's called nuclear fire. That's what the earth is going to be reset. See, you people say things like this. You know what I'm saying? You jakes say shit like this, right? But then, you don't want to listen to the men of the Lord. You don't want to listen to the prophets. You don't want to listen to the men prophesying out there week in and week out on the streets, letting you know that, yeah, there is going to be a hard reset coming to earth. There is going to be an extinction of the wicked here on earth. And if you ain't in alignment with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you are going to be exterminated, right? But y'all don't want to hear that. If we come to you and we tell you this, or if you come to us and you hear this from us, you'll buck up against us, you'll scoff, or you'll say, well, I believe that it's just mainly going to be the men. The Lord loves women, and God cherishes women. If God don't cherish, the Most High don't cherish a wicked broad. The Most High don't cherish wicked women, adulterous women, right? Wicked and adulterous women are like stubble, right? Are like spittle to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, right? The Most High don't cherish these wicked men. These dudes out here gang banging and adulterous men and you know what I'm saying, pushing poison in the community and everything like that, man. Pushing poison in the neighborhoods to their own people. The Lord ain't cherishing them. The Lord ain't saving them. Ain't no fucking Anunnaki, you know what I'm saying, gon' come down here and save niggas. Enki, Enlil, and Inu ain't gonna do shit. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, right? And belief in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is the only thing that's going to save you from destruction, right? Because you got that nigga Billy Carson, you know what I'm saying, talking about the end times have already happened or whatever. Okay, well, all right, we'll see about that, nigga. We gonna see about that shit, little nigga. Yeah. See, look, you gonna be in the end times when you know, when all this destruction happens. You see, look, niggas ain't thinking about World War III. That just tells you where a nigga's mindset is. He ain't thinking about World War III popping off. He ain't thinking about famine coming to America. He ain't thinking about all of these things that's going to happen in the earth. That's prophesied in the Bible. That's prophesied in the scriptures. See, you niggas is on all this comedic science bullshit, thinking that life is gonna be great if you just open your third eye, right? You know what I'm saying? You just open your third eye with with whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? And shit is just gonna be great, right? And niggas is gonna get superpowers and all this stuff. Nah, you niggas ain't gonna get nothing. You wicked niggas ain't gonna get nothing, right? The elect are gonna get spiritual powers, but the rest of you niggas ain't gonna get nothing, right? But look, that's all I got for this lesson, man. Lord willing, this was edifying. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rahakwadash.